Savannah's star continues to shine brightly in the entertainment spotlight. Huge celebrities keep coming here, like Leslie Odom Jr., who won a Tony and a Grammy Award for his portrayal of Aaron Burr in Hamilton, and Jeffrey Seller, who produced that Pulitzer Prize-winning musical.
No one else was in the room, baby, happy, the room, baby, happy, the room, baby, happy. No one else was in the room, baby, happy, the room, baby, happy, the room, baby, happy.
But lucky for our bridge team, we were able to be in the room where it happens to interview these two legends of Broadway before they spoke to fans and SCAD students at the Trustees Theater.
Jeffrey Seller has been a part of so many special moments, really some of the most important moments of my whole life.
One of the main topics, Jeffrey's new memoir, Theater Kid.
I think it's going to resonate with anybody who has big dreams and has this almost frustration or question, how am I going to realize my dreams? And I didn't know. And I went through a tough process getting there, and that's why I wanted to write the book, so I could help so many people with their dreams know that it's not easy. You put one foot in front of the other, but if you persevere, if you are ingenious, and if you have courage, you will realize your dreams or something very darn close to that.
One of the reviews, or somebody read it, said it's very raw, it's very emotional, so you weren't afraid to go there and dig deep to share your story.
If I am going to ask you to read a book, you've read a lot of books, you've read memoirs, you've read good memoirs. It didn't need me to, the world didn't need me to write a memoir unless I had something new to add. And the only thing I could think of that would be brand new was utter rawness, going deeper into the truth.
How did it make you feel when you wrote it? How did it transform your life after you got everything down on paper?
I think it was a catharsis. It was a shedding. It was a cascade. And I'll be specific. I talk in great detail in this book about my relationship with my father and many experiences we had together, some happy, many sad, some scary. I talk about the many ways my father let down his family, our family. And writing this book, I felt closer to my father, and I felt an enormous sense of forgiveness.
In addition to sharing some very personal details of his life, Jeffrey also enjoyed sharing the stage with one of his favorite stars, who he first produced in Rent, then Hamilton, Leslie Odom Jr.
Here's what I need to tell you about my friend Leslie Odom Jr. Leslie Odom Jr. came to join the cast of Rent when he was a high school senior
17, right?
in Pennsylvania, and joined as the Benny undercover and as the Gordon undercover on Broadway. He was on Broadway in Rent before he was 18 years old.
Did you know, what did you see in him that you may have not seen in somebody else? What stood out with Leslie Odom Jr. to you?
You always see the spark. You always see the light. And I saw it when he was 17, and I saw it when he became Aaron Burr for us in Hamilton.
Hamilton is now in its 10th year on Broadway, and Leslie Odom Jr., who originated the role of Aaron Burr, will be back on stage for a limited run this fall. But his career, as you just heard with Jeffrey, goes back to him being a high school senior in that other hugely popular musical, Rent.
Jeffrey is, probably the most important producer working today. I mean, I should say there's nobody more important than Jeffrey Seller. There's some guys that probably would argue they're as important, but just nobody's brought the kind of work to, he's enriched our lives with the work he's brought us. I speak as an audience member, really. I've gotten to work with him as an actor a couple times, but I just feel so grateful as an audience member, as a fan of the theater, for Jeffrey's taste and the way he supports artists. He's a great guy.
And you know, we're all excited about you reprising your role as Aaron Burr in Hamilton. What are you looking forward to the most? And I know it's got to be exciting having your kids now being able to watch you on stage in that role.
That's probably the most special part of it, right? I didn't have any kids when we did it. I'm singing this song about what it feels like to be a father for the first time with no kids. So the fact that my little Lucy and my little Abel will be out there is really important. I'm excited to really just do the show for me this time. And I know there'll be lots of fans there, and I'm a fan too of Lynn's work and Tommy's work on the show. But you know, to do the show with no awards hanging over my head, no real press, you know, push. It's like I just get to go and connect with really, you know, the kid that Jeffrey met, that 17-year-old kid that went into Rent and felt like I'd won a fan contest. You know, I went from the audience to standing on stage. And so I think it's going to feel a lot like that.